It's Ed back with hopefully another informative video. So let's get right into it. What I've got on this chart, I've got basically, I'll move it down a little bit. Just call it a trend strength indicator. This is just a special up-down volume ratio. It's been modified from the original a little bit. I've got poly levels, which are in blue. I have my levels, which are in orange. And you can see, interestingly enough, that we had some confluence here. I've got a daily VWAP. I have a 90-minute VWAP. And then see these guys here, these white areas? That's the extensions to the 90-minute VWAP. Okay? So what are we looking at? So let's look at, we can look at right now, basically, where I took trades. I took trades up in this area. It popped up, almost touched that 90-minute VWAP, and came down and rejected. So as soon as I see that red line right there, that flat top on that red line, that's buying exhaustion, I'm selling it. So selling it, it came back up, retested, and then came straight back down, right down to this guy. It came into this zone. What I'm looking for either trade origination or getting out of a trade is this guy right here. Is coming down into that zone, coming up into this zone. Short, I'm generally speaking, I'm shorting this zone. I'm going long at this zone, depending on what's going on, right? Okay, so I came down here. I missed this guy, darn it. I missed it right here, so I had to wait until it came back down in here, and took that long back up in here. Took the short here. The short was up in the second cloud right here. Second cloud, shorted it, came down, came back up. I could have taken the short there for the second cloud. The second cloud and the first cloud. Here's what's interesting about this. As long as the second cloud, the more nimble cloud, is below that first cloud, then I'm basically short biased. If I'm going up, if I'm going long, then I'm just scalping it, okay? Or I could just buy down here, which is exactly what I did here. I just bought down here, sold here, bought here, sold here, bought here. I could have sold here, missed that trade. Could have sold here, missed that trade, bought it right here. Could have bought it right here for a little scalp, either that or right there. Let's see, right there, there's a little scalp move down, right there. Back up, down, back up. Here is you could have taken the scalp move, okay? But look at the secondary, look at the second cloud. The second cloud is like, it's number one, the two moving averages, and these are not standard moving averages, by the way. These two moving averages are far apart and they're both green. Do I really want to short into that? No, I don't want to short into that until I'm too far away from that 90-minute VWAP, right? So I wait until it comes back up here, then it flatlines right here, right? There's your buying exhaustion, and then take that short right down here, flip to the long. I tried to get it right here. I couldn't. I think I had like a tick or so worth of slippage, or tick or two. Doesn't matter. Comes back up here, flattened out, came back down, and I didn't want to take the short here. I know this is a look above and fail, but I'm also keeping an eye on this. This whole thing here says we're still going long. Even here, we're still going long, still going long, still going long. Right here, we pull back for the short, but it didn't go anywhere. See how narrow that range is right here? I mean, all you're doing is looking at this little piece right here. Then it flipped to the long. Okay, so I'm just waiting, So I'm waiting, and comes back down, pulls back up in here. Everything starts turning green. Now you see the smaller cloud, the more nimble cloud, is above that longer base cloud. What happens? There we go. So it took off. I could have taken off right here. If you're trading multiple contracts, you want to take one off here. One off right there, because you don't know whether it's going to come back. You don't know how far it's going to come back. Even though this is green, right? You got a little bit of a turn down here, but then you've got everything's up here, right? Everything's up here, even while this thing's pulling back. So you've got a lot of volume pushing this up. So there you go. So now we're a little overextended because we're outside of this top band right here. We're outside of the top band. We come back, but we're still green. We're still have increasing volume, right? Now this was remember this pullback that I just showed you right in here? Here it is. This little pullback right here. Now see where the squeeze, there was a little bit of a mini squeeze right here. You see where these are coming down and go back up, coming up, go back down. There's a little bit of a squeeze going on right here. And I posted a couple of these pictures, several of these pictures actually on Twitter, to show you what that squeeze looked like and what likely direction everything was going to go. So you had the squeeze there, right? But you had, what did you have down here? You had the squeeze, but everything's green. Everything is green down here. So where are we going? Right? There was no red there. There was, all it was green. So we're going up. So that's cool. So anyway, sometimes I have problems with these. Oh well. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay. So you were right here. It's all green. So this is a pullback. That's a great way to tell whether you're going to be in a pullback or not. Is this a pullback or is this a change of direction? It could have been a change of direction, but when you look down here, everything's still green. So that's just reading as a pullback. The selling exhaustion, that's that green line right there. Buying exhaustion is the red. When it flattens out, that's when you start looking for a change of direction. Right there, you had selling exhaustion, flatten out, change of direction, back up. So if you'd have taken the short, you would have been back in the long here, following the green, right? That's why I didn't get out there, because I looked down and I'm going, hey, this is all green. Let's go, baby. So here we go. We're going upside. Also look at the time of day. I mean, we're coming into 3 o'clock. 2:30. You're looking at your 2 o'clock, 2:30 turnaround. So everybody's buying it. There you go. Everybody's buying. Pull back there. Yeah, a little bit of a pullback here, right? Here's the same type of pullback right here. Same type of pullback, but it didn't go anywhere. Why? Look at that. Still green. That's green. So you have no reason, and it's solid green. It's not like it's it's not like it's touching the red line like it is down here. And that was just a little bit. I kind of held my breath on that one, but only a little bit. Why? Because it's not time. We're not up here. We're not up in this zone up here in these white deals here, and the white line here, which is the 90-minute VWAP extension. We're not here yet, so it's not time to turn around yet. We're still in value. We're still buyers. When you start looking at these things, you have to look like right here. Here's your base. See how flat that is? There's your base. Came down to the base, rejected up. Well, of course it did, right? Now it started turning down. This has started turning up, but we're following this guy because this guy is green, right? Down here. So you've got the smaller green cloud is going up, right? Here we go. Smaller green cloud is going up. The more nimble one. The larger green cloud is more of a medium term. The medium term trend is up. Short term trend is up. We just hit our level. There's value area high. Okay, you can get out at value area high, or you can hold it. It's 1511. You can get out, or I would expect that there's going to be, there's going to be more buying up here. And let's see, I'm up 89. I'm up like 90 ticks on this trade. So there's your rationale. The rationale for not getting out here, you could have taken one off. Rationale for not getting out here because this is still green. Just keep going up, going up, going up, going up. Okay. And that's, well, you could see it real time. It's on the right-hand edge of the chart. VWAP has shifted. You got VWAP here. I've got a 30-minute virgin POC right here, which came down below it, and now it went up. It was just rotating around a little bit, rotating here, here, and then back up. And if you look at that, if I put this guy here and I put this guy here, that was the top and that was the bottom, right? Okay, there's the top and there's the bottom. Look at exactly where that midline goes. So when you get that 30-minute virgin POC, what happens is a lot of times it will rotate around it. So as above, so below. I think that some folks that I know will say, as above, so below. So there's your midpoint right there. There's your, if you shorted up here, well, there's your buying opportunity right there. Boom. So that can certainly come in handy, knowing that sort of thing, that it usually will rotate around a virgin POC. And we were biased to the upside, so this was just a this was just a pullback anyway. Like I said, you're above the cloud. This cloud here, the short-term cloud, is above the long-term or the medium-term cloud, okay? And that purple line there, it's transitioned to be above the purple line. 90 of the VWAPs turned green. Everything on this chart says we're, that the long is in play, especially since from down here. Long's in play. If you didn't catch it down here, you could have caught it on the breakout up here. And here we go. I hope this is helpful. Whoops. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I ought to get out. What do you guys think? Should I get out value area high? Yeah, value area high. There you go. Oh, you see, there's another virgin POC. So another virgin POC, it came down there, came up right here, right? And then it came down, but it only came down, roughly the same amount. This is a 30-second chart, by the way. So these are not like, fake tops and fake bottoms and stuff like that. So, right, it rotated around that virgin POC. Came back up, came down, came back up, came back up, came down, and we're in this zone. We should go back up, and we should hit value area high. So I don't know. This strategy made some ticks today. You can trade on pretty much any chart, but this thing, I think this chart makes it a little easier because you know what to look for. You know what to look for, like bouncing off the white zone here, bouncing off the white zone here. If there's nothing else in the way. Here was your squeeze right here. See where it came down and looped back up, came up and looped back down. There was your squeeze play right here. Well, when it was coming down here, say for example from here to here. Okay, there's your squeeze. If you get into a squeeze like that and you don't know which way it's going to go, number one, you can rely on that cloud right there. Okay, but number two, look at this. Look at the trend. Trend's still down. So what are we doing? Okay, just a little squeeze here and pops right back down. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And there was my entry up here. I started seeing, I saw this for the entry. I saw it peak up above here and popped. It couldn't go any farther. It just pinned off the top of that guy, right? So I thought, it's not going to get up there. And then we made a new value area high right there at 42.92.25. So what am I going to do when I'm right at the cloud and I just had a new value area high? I'm looking for a place to short. And I'm looking, and my target, okay, my target would be initially, I'm looking at here, but this is rising. I'm looking for an initial target down here. Then I saw the squeeze. I was thinking, well, I'm gonna get out because it's gonna bounce back up. But look at the trend. The trend says down. There we go. The trend says down. So what am I going to do? Oh, yeah, I could have gotten out. I just saw that. Couldn't gotten out in value area high. That was a nice target. we're continuing to go up. So I don't see any reason to get out of that long trade. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. I'm going to be putting this is the S&P. It looks very much similar if you're trading crude oil. The chart is very, very, very similar on crude oil, almost exact same thing on crude oil as it is here. Oh, look at that go! Yes, baby. Okay, so we're continuing to see buying. We're pulling to the top of the cloud. See how that's pulling to the top of that short-term cloud and it's bouncing off. It's like we're not done. We're still buying. We're still buying. Okay. I will probably put this chart out sometime in the free area. It's nice because these are not traditional moving averages, and those are number tags. It's where I can tell which way this is going to go. There we go. We had a buying. See there. Now we had a buying exhaustion. We had a new value area high. Buying and now we've got a buying exhaustion, selling exhaustion. I didn't see that. I could have gotten out. I could have blown out of that trade. Oh well, that's okay. I'll put my, I can, you can walk a stop loss up at the bottom of the cloud right there. That's a real, if you're in trend, if you're above this, you can basically say, if I hit the bottom of that cloud, I'm getting the heck out because we're definitely in reversal. But you could have caught the reversal here as it came because it was above that white. It was above that white cloud right there. It was above that green cloud right there as it came back in to that green cloud. You could have gotten out. Okay, it's only 15.20, so I think we're going to see some a little bit more buying since we came down so far. Oh, I forgot to mention. Remember when we were over here and we were kind of closing? Whoops, we were kind of closing back into that cloud, right? How do you tell whether that's a pullback or a reversal? Look at that guy, right? He's still green. He's still green. He's got a little bit of pullback here. And now we have one of these, right? Up, down, right, pretty much right in the middle, okay? We pull back down to it. Now we're going upside. So it's just reading as a pullback. This is still long. Long, okay, long here, green there. This is green, this is green, this is green. And pull back to the bottom. Now it's all green. We did start making higher value area highs, so that's a consideration. And sometimes those are reversals, sometimes those are pullbacks, but you have to take everything in the context. So in context plus, it's 1538 right now in New York. So we're going back up, going back up, going back up. So people are going to start getting out of their, they've already started, but people are going to start getting out. Now they flop to the longs, they're getting out of their shorts, going longs, buying it all back up, covering their shorts. Now up in here, now we've got a little bit of a weakening of the trend. We have VWAP down here, we have a VPOC down here, and I forgot to put this on there. And we have a T+2 low down here that we hit, bounced off it, came back down, but was not able to push through it. Now we're going to push it back up. So I expect really a little bit more continuation to this thing. However, we have come out of the cloud. We came out of the cloud once, came out of the cloud twice. The white cloud. Wasn't that a bathroom tissue? Yes, it was. Came out of the white cloud. And we pushed back up into the middle. We pushed up above it. Now we pushed up into the middle of it. So this may be, maybe time to, take another contract off up here. So if you were at a break even or moving your stop up, okay, you can move your stop up to the medium term cloud right back up here. You can move your stop up. You can move your stop down to there's your new VWAP, right? And here we go back to the upside. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys that and kind of to follow up on what I had talked about right down here. I wanted to follow up on what happened up here when we made that new value area high. and that was at like 1537. Okay, here's the retest. I got out of my position there. I got out of my long trade from the bottom. There's the retest. When you have a retest like this and it can't push above that, you may see another retest. But this was in, within a 10-15 minute time range. I mean, you're looking at 1537 to 1558. Okay, so you're looking at 15-20 minutes time range right here, where we were unable to push up above that value area high. Retested it, okay? Short it, retest it again, short it. So if you see this pattern, okay, pay attention to it. Pay attention to new value area highs that you're retested and unable to push. You're going to go down. I don't know how far you're going to go down. We may just go down to this 90-minute view off and bounce off. But cash market has closed, so we could bounce off that, but I'm not very hopeful. Okay, here's why. See I think that's a 50 smooth moving average. 50 smooth moving average is turned over. I'm waiting for you may have a retest of this, may have a bounce off this guy, retest of this guy, and then down. That's what I'm expecting. But and then of course in Globex we'll probably sell. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Comments, questions, whatever are appreciated. Thank you.